Welcome to our live. So good to see everybody here. I'm gonna rearrange things so I can see everybody. But I hope you're having a great day on this Thursday. Yay! And yeah, we come to you live each and every day so you can learn more about Luminess, what we have to offer, anything and everything. So from skincare to color cosmetics to obviously Airbrush and more. So it is a way for you. It is live, so it is a way for you to ask questions, see it being done. But we know that there's people at different levels. Hey, Jeannie. Good morning, Cindy. Everybody's popping on. Good morning, Jackie. Oh, all right. Couldn't see the other one. All right. So we do cover the beginnings, the starter kit, all of that. So let me go to our starter kit, which is right there. This is our icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And then, of course, we do have the Breeze. The Breeze is what I'll be using today. And all of our makeup or all of the systems come with makeup. So we give you what you see here. We have the 2 bottles of foundation, Love, and blush. Our blush is very high pigmented, meaning a little bit's going to go a long way. So you'll only want to use about 2 drops, maybe. Depending if you're really fair skin, it might be just 1 drop. But the blush does bloom. So add the 2 drops and then stop, because you will see it kind of, pop up a little bit more after applying it. And then the Love is something you might not use every single day, but it's great to mix in with your foundations, even in with the blush. And it just gives your skin some luminosity and some like that young, youthful glow. And then we also have here it is. How we want you to start out airbrushing is we want to make sure that you are keeping it the 4 finger widths away. You keep that stylus moving and you barely pull back on the trigger. That's super important because guys, and you hear me say this every single time, it is different. This is a different way of putting it on. So you need to make sure you're applying it the correct way. You're applying it like airbrush makeup. If most of the time people will get it and they'll apply it like traditional makeup. Well, if you do that, it's not going to do what we say it's going to do. And so it's very important to make sure that you apply it like airbrush. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to do a kind of a natural look. I always like to show y'all, some shortcuts, some ways to cut your time in half. If you're not doing much for the day, as far as like you just need to put some makeup on to look good, then that's what we're kind of going for. Maybe you're doing some Christmas shopping, maybe your or holiday shopping, maybe you're, I don't know, wrapping presents, who knows. But there's things, a lot of our products overlap. There's a lot of things that you're like, oh, I thought that was only used for this, but it can be used for something else. And so that's what we're going to kind of look at today. But first, I'm going to go in. I'm going to unplug my stylus or my Breeze. And I'm going to go in with Glow. Now, you see this little friend that popped up. I don't know what that's about. There's a lot of different things I could use for my pre-coverage. But because I'm doing more of a quick look, I'm going to use Glow because I do want to highlight underneath my eyes. And I can also use this to cover that spot. So I make my moves first, and then I keep going down. And keep moving. So that's 1 pass underneath my eyes. Now, is that all I want? No, but because I can go back and do another pass. Jeannie says, some days I put makeup just to go to the mailbox. Girl, I know, that's what I do too. I'm going to do a little bit on my lid, concentrating more on that high, like brow bone area. I know my nose gets a little red, so I can even use that here. I know I was talking to somebody this past weekend, and they work from home, And she's like, some days nobody even sees me, but she still puts on makeup. My parents are both retired, and my mom every day still puts on makeup. There's something about it that it just makes you feel better. And I'm not saying you need a full face to, feel better about yourself. No. Sometimes just a little bit, like one or two passes, a little bit of contouring, mascara, obviously my brows, and I'm good. I'm good. I'm not telling you have to put a full face with 6 shades of eyeshadow and red lips every single day. No. Maybe you just need to even out the skin tone. Do a little contouring. That's it. That is it. And we will love that journey for you. All right. So I'm just using the rest of this glow. I can go back. And that's all I'm going to do on the glow. And I think I still have a little bit left. So I'm going to blow that out. All right. Good morning, Luminess. Hey, Zandra, how are you? Zandra, girl, hold on. I'm writing it down right now. Let's look, shall we? I'm going to ask my mom if she can do it maybe next week. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I'm writing it down because I will forget. Like I said, I always do. Ask mom, and we call her Honey, to do live with me. Okay, I wrote it down. So I'll ask her for Tuesday or Wednesday. Mondays are usually kind of hard, just in general. Well, thank you, Sonia. Appreciate that. I always love hearing that. Speaking of that, Sandra on YouTube just said, hey, Sugar, you look beautiful. Who doesn't love to hear that, guys? Who doesn't love to hear that? I'm telling you, if you're walking down the street or walking while shopping or doing whatever, and somebody strikes, like somebody's very striking to you, or you're like, oh, say, you look beautiful today, or I love that outfit, or whatever it is that caught your attention, it makes a difference. You don't know what they're going through. Hey, Candy with the K. Cindy said, that's how I feel. I feel good and confident about myself even when I don't go anywhere. I'm telling you guys, like, putting on some makeup makes a difference. Hello, Marilyn. You didn't see us on Facebook. We're on, baby girl. All right. I'm putting 5, 6, 7 drops of my Rose foundation, shade 3. I probably could have gotten away with 5, considering I want to do like a very subtle look. So, I don't need as much coverage. Candy, how are you doing this morning? I also read when I was getting the live together today, I read on YouTube, somebody wrote that she airbrushes Never Ending, I found on Facebook. There you are. I was like, what? I read on YouTube, one of the comments, somebody wrote, she airbrushes cakes, and she doesn't understand how there's not overspray when it comes to the makeup. Like, how are we not getting it everywhere? Because one comment I do get quite a bit is, do I need to lay down a tarp, or should I pull my hair back? Or, I mean, come on, guys. In the real world, I am in my bathroom, headband on, airbrushing, right? Actually, at my desk, but airbrushing. So what I like with my hair down, what I like to show you, hey, Veronica, how are you? What I like to show you is the fact that it doesn't get anywhere. If you are keeping it that 4 finger widths away, and you're moving and you're keeping that stylus or the breeze pointing directly at you, not shooting to the side, but directly at you, you're not going to get that overspray. That's why one of the first things I tell you to do is just practice with the air. Wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. So if you're 4 finger widths away, you feel air here to here. The closer you get, and I will show you this too, the closer you get, the more precise it is. So this is a little bit different than maybe even the nail airbrushing, or different than the cake airbrushing. I'm going to finish this up real quick. I don't know why I had to do that. Candy said, my rose foundation is darker than my advanced. No. No, Candy, that shouldn't be the case, because it's across the board from the rose and the advanced silk. They're the same. They should be the same shades. Now, there might be a little difference, but nothing to like where you would really notice. I will tell you though, and one thing that you may need to keep in mind, make sure you're shaking that bad boy up. The rose foundation is our medium to full coverage. So it has more pigment in it. So what you'll find is you may end up having to use less rose than, like, you'll use less drops with the rose than you will with the silk. If I wanted full coverage with the silk, I'll use 7 drops. If I want full coverage with rose, I probably use 5-6 drops, okay? Or maybe 4 or 5 drops. So double check that. But if it's like, if you're shaking these bottles up and you're like, and then you hold them together and it's completely night and day, then we might need to check that out. And so, Candy, you can always email me at beautybar@luminessair.com. beautybar@luminessair.com. Send me a picture of that so I can see you. But first, if it, like in the bottles, it kind of looks similar, just try using less drops because it is higher pigment. Okay. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. All right. So now I'm going to use my Cut 1 palette. And what do I use my Cut 1 palette for? Let me hear ya. Let me hear ya. What do I use my Cut? Oh, perfect. Okay, they're sending you the 2. That's awesome. But also do what I said. All right, I'm going to contour. And again, doing a natural, more of a natural look. Remember that foundation evens you out. It makes you flat, right? Not necessarily, but it makes you flat, meaning it's going to even out skin tone, cover imperfections, and, you know, whatever. What we're doing with contouring is we're building shape back in to our face. You know, one day I'm going to put this, maybe Monday, I'm going to do this. Hold on, I'm going to write this down too. Monday, I'm only going to do half my face. I'm going to airbrush both sides, but I'm only going to contour, highlight, and do eyeshadow, because eyeshadow is also contouring one side. So you can really see the difference. Do half face to show flat. Okay. All right. I'm going to do that so you can see the difference. Yay, Sonia was going to. Oh, I love it. Sonia's like, to look even more amazing. Yes, you're right. All right. So, and guys, don't be afraid of contouring. Raise your hand if you started watching these and you were afraid of contouring, but you took that step and started it. Give me 3 hearts in the comments. 3 hearts in your comments if you were afraid of contouring, but you started contouring. And it doesn't have to be those severe contours that you see on, you know, like in the magazines, or that real, like, you know, model face. It's just giving your face some shape. Sharonda, I love it. All right. And then I can even, because of the contour, this is a contour and highlight. In either the cut 1 or the cut 2, there is one that has shimmer. There is one that has shimmer, so on the highlight part. So be careful of that. But I'm going to, see, look at all those hearts. I love it. Jeannie, I don't know, but I'll try to find out for you, baby. Zandra, same thing. I love it. So I'm taking a little, actually, I think I use that for a shimmer. Maybe I'll, okay, I'm going to use this one. Cindy, same thing. Going into my highlight, even though I have glow on, I'm just going boop, 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 lightly do some highlight there. And guys, if you're new to contouring, I highly recommend, if you're not going to do it with airbrush, I highly recommend the contour and highlight palette, period, hands down. Cut 1, cut 2, depending on your face. If you want to do it with airbrushing and you're like, I'm still scared, I don't know, do it like if you're a shade 3, highlight with a shade 4, or I'm sorry, contour with a shade 4, contour with a shade 5. It doesn't have, you don't have to go from shade 3 to the matte bronzer. Does that make sense? You can do these little steps, okay? Baby steps. We're just walking you through those baby steps. Marilyn, I've never had airbrush nails before, but I know that they do it where they do like all these designs on your nails. You know, the ones that have like the super long nails, they can airbrush all these designs. I don't know if they use stencils or what exactly, but you can pull that up. Okay, still using my contour palette. I'm going in and doing eyes. So I'm going to take the darker of the contour and I'm going in and doing my crease. Now just one chin. That's what I work with, girl. And just a side note, guys, because I saw this, I was watching the news this morning and they were videoing somebody in. If you're still doing videos and like Zoom calls and video calls, whatever, please have the camera up, shooting up. Whenever you take a selfie or whatever, always, this is just a side note, always shoot this way. Never shoot this way or even this way. Have the camera up. Have the camera up. Because there is a difference between shooting here, because you're going to see this bad boy. I don't want to see up your nose. And here, this looks a lot better than this. Added bonus. Bam, right there. All right. So back to contouring the eyes. I'm going in and I'm contouring. I'm sticking right in that crease. Bam, bam. And then I'm going, you can even contour down the nose. What? It all goes together. Marie's like, I agree. Yeah, I saw this poor lady. I'm like, I'm sure you are cute as a button, but no, don't go on national TV and have your camera down here. It's not good. Not good. All right. So I just contoured with a little bit of same cut 1 in my crease. Now using the shimmer, which is Vanilla Bean in the cut 1 palette. I'm adding that. I forget how high pigment this is. So that looks like a lot. So I can still go back and do this with my, and kind of blend some of that out because that was a lot. That's why sometimes I like doing it just with my finger because I can pat that on because we don't mess around when it comes to the shimmer or the pigment. All right. So I just did a little bit there. Now I can still go in with my Vanilla Bean. Candy, I do. I just use shade 3 in the rose. Good morning, Debbie. Okay, see, got my shimmer on, got some contouring on. We're the same color, Candy. The same shades. Now, if like I can go in and powder my nose a little. I also, hey Delbert, good to see you. Notice I did powder underneath my eyes with that cut one. So if it got a little bit too light, because I also used the glow, I went back and just kind of moved that contouring up a little bit to do it that way. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my, thank you, Delbert. You're so sweet. All right. So now, hey, Rose and Silk, both foundations. Yes, Marilyn, we have different foundation finishes. We have Rose, we have the Advanced Silk, we have Matte, Mystic, Ultra. I stick between the Rose and the Advanced Silk. Those are both 4-in-1s. There's a 1 through 18 shades, and they're more neutral. And so what you are in Advanced Silk, you are in the Rose. But Rose is going to give you medium to full coverage, and the Silk Advance is giving you sheer to medium. So it depends on what coverage you like. Sometimes I'll use the Rose 4-in-1 shade 2 as my pre-work, as my pre-coverage, and then I can use a Silk 3 on top. So you do have a lot of options. Okay. Now I showed y'all this yesterday or a couple of days ago, but I'm using our Persuasion eyeliner in brown, and I'm going right at my lash line. If I threw some mascara, is there an easy way to tell your shade? My first question, Sharonda, is, do you already have the system? And the easiest way for me to, we do have it where if you go to Luminess Cosmetics, and the link is in the description, you can go to our page and it'll color match you. But if you want 100% color match, like I can tell you, send me a photo of your face, like, you know, like décolleté up, shoulders up, with natural light. You do not have to be outside. You do not, you know, just natural light in front of a window, maybe, of your face. And and send it to here. I'm going to type it in here real quick. beautybar@luminousair.com. luminousair.com. Boom. So you can email me there and I'll tell you. Okay. I was like, it's not going through. And I can tell you your shades. I can almost get to the point where I can tell you if you're 2 shades, I can tell you each part. I've only been doing this 25 years. So, awesome, Marie. Love it. Love it. Yeah. I mean, there are different ways. If you go to our site, you can send a picture to our, customer service and they can color match you. But send it to me. Send it to me. All right. Now I did do this a couple days ago. I used the Persuasion eyeliner. If I put mascara on now, I would be completely fine. Okay. Again, if I wanted natural, hey, I'm just going to run around town, you know, don't want to look like a hot mess, or right at my lash line, I'm using the brown because I'm keeping it neutral. I'm keeping it natural right there, because what that's going to do when I put on my mascara is make my lashes look fuller and look thicker. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, can they help you with a moon face? What's a moon face? I've never heard of a moon face. I'm confused. Tell me more, Marilyn. Good morning, Martin. Now I'm going to show. My mom uses the Temptation eyeliner, which I have right here in the box still. I haven't opened it yet, which is our liquid eyeliner. She loves the liquid one, and she does this at the very end. And makes, I mean, look at that. I don't even have mascara on. She does these little marks at the, like little hair-like marks, eyelash marks at the very end, because again, when I put mascara on, it's going to look fuller. Oh, oh my gosh, Marilyn, I've never heard that. Oh my Lord, that's hilarious. Fine lines, wrinkles, and crinkles. So you can see the difference already. And I haven't even done mascara. So I'm going to do it over here. Hold on, Marilyn. I'm going to tell you. Right there. And then, and look down when you're doing this. Or close your eyes. And just, that might have been a too thick one. I think with the, I think she likes the Temptation eyeliner because you can, it's a brush and you're just like, boop, boop, boop. So there we go on that. I'm grabbing my mascara, curling my lashes. So if you have fine lines, wrinkles, and crinkles, one thing I would highly recommend and you're airbrushing is the Velvet Veil. Our Velvet Veil is a primer you put on with your hands. A little bit goes a long way. It has the dropper in there. I take the dropper out and I just do this and put it on that way. You go one time, pat it into place. You can put it all over. You can do whatever, but you can also just put it in areas that you want it. You don't have to put it everywhere. And then you're going to airbrush over that. That is a blur primer. So it's going to fill in it'll dissolve the look, soften the look of fine lines, wrinkles, and crinkles. It even helps with redness. Oh, Sonia said it's a round face. There's nothing different. Thank you, Luminess. There's the Velvet Veil link that Luminess just put down. I have a round face, so that's why I contour. Maybe next week we'll also do one of contouring, like just straight out contouring, because there's ways you can contour your nose. If you have a longer nose, a wider nose, we can narrow that. We can soften that. How you highlight, how you contour makes a big difference. If you have a round face, an oval face, a 5 head instead of a 4 head. So there's all these different things that we can do to help with that. And contouring does make a difference. Maybe, I wonder if I did like a clean face, nothing on, just foundation. I'll take a snapshot of that and then start contouring. And so you can see the before and after, like live. Man, we're getting a lot of good ideas for next week. All right. So just a little bit of mascara. Huge difference. Huge, huge difference. I would finish that off with either Dusty Rose lip liner, which I already have on. You can do that with, you can just add that or do that and some lip jelly. I love our lip jelly. It's amazing. So yeah, we can definitely do that. People of color, we need some color because I need to know how to use it. Girl, Marie, we have people of color here. But yeah, of course I'll, and don't yell. I'm just kidding. Honey, how you're using it the same way I am. Okay. You're using it the exact same way that I am. Now, of course, your colors are going to be different, but I can use our blush. I can use Plum Blush. That comes with our darker skin tone kits. I can use Plum Blush. I just put 1 drop in and that's enough for 2 sides. If you're darker, you can do 2 drops or 3 drops to make, because how airbrush makeup goes on, and that's what I love about this, and that's why I'm doing the natural look today and just evening it out, just evening my skin out. Airbrush makeup goes on like little dots all over the face, okay? So unlike traditional makeup where you're covering every inch of your face, with airbrush makeup, you're not. And so you intensify colors by making passes. You get more coverage by making passes. So you're doing it the exact same way I'm doing it. Now, if you need a color match, or if you're like, hey, I want this look or this look, or what shades do I get? Email me, hun. I will help you, because how you put your makeup on, how I put my makeup on are two totally different ways because of our style and our taste and our skin, as far as the condition of our skin. Are you oily? Are you dry? Are you combo? So that will change. It doesn't matter what color you are. That would change. And so definitely, it's really just the shade, and I can help you with the Silk Advance and the Rose 4-in-1. We have 18 shades. And so I promise you, we have a shade for you. Okay. Without a doubt. So please, you can email me, look through this. If you just popped on, look through it. My email address is beautybar@luminessair.com, beautybar@luminessair.com. But we have everybody here, different skin tones. They're not all fair like me, or all, they're different ages. There's different nationality, everything. Okay. And look at Luminess. She's putting that shade finder right there. So you can go online and do the shade finder. You can also email me. Or if you're like, hey, Heather, I need to know what shade I am, and I like this kind of look. What do I need? Bam, I'm going to tell you. And I know there was a question. Yes, the Kinetic Skin Toner helps tremendously. About the lip jelly, and it looks like you guys answered it for me already. Marilyn, they did answer it. The lip jelly is going to plump up the lips. So if you feel like if your lips are chapped or dehydrated, it also has vitamin E in it. So it is going to moisturize the lips, but it does have a little bit of plumper in it. Oh, here, I'll show it to you. But it has a little bit of a hue. It's not much, but it has like a little bit and a little bit goes a long way. And yes, Luminess, you are on it today, girl. See, and that's on top of the Dusty Rose, my favorite lip liner. Luminess just put the link. It is in the description, but she just put the link on booking an appointment. You can book an appointment. There's small group classes. We only do 10 at a time. 10 people don't show up. It's usually, I think the most we've had is 8. And so we go through, I'll ask each person, what questions, problem situations are you having? We go through ways to airbrush. I can color match. I can do all that for you. So that would be another great thing to do. All right, guys. Cindy used the lip jelly before she goes to bed. I love it because it feels like you ate Red Hots. And then it's not like a strong, powerful, like, oh, my lips are on fire. It just feels like you were eating Red Hots. That's it. So there you go. All right, guys. That is it for this week. We are live for you guys Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And we have some fun times. What was the other thing I needed to do? Oh, contouring. See, I've already forgot. We're going to do a half a face. It's kind of the same thing, though. So I'm asking my mom to jump in maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday, I'm going to do half my face to show contouring. And then maybe another time I'll have just a picture of my face, no makeup on, and then we'll do the side-by-side after I finish each step. So you can see the change. So we'll go over the nose contour, round face, five head, not a forehead, that kind of thing. So, all right, guys. So good to see you. I'm so glad we had some amazing questions. I love the questions. Even if you're frustrated, I love the questions. You can be nice about it. But I love the questions because that's what I'm here for. That's what we're here for. I'm here to tell you about the product. I'm here to show you the product. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. So if you have some this weekend, write them down if you're like me, because I'll forget by Monday, and you can come back on Monday. Even if it's not what we're talking about, I can still answer those questions for you. Okay? All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.